Minions is the spin-off to the well-beloved Despicable Me movies. This is eventually a prequel story that basically sets up them meeting Gru. But as for the real story, it's about these minions who are basically trying to serve the world's greatest master. Unfortunately, like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, it doesn't really work out very well. However, our three main characters, Kevin, Bob, and Stuart, all go on a quest to find the world's greatest master to serve. They of course eventually run into Sandra Bullock's character, Scarlet Overkill, and I think you can probably know where the rest of the movie goes from here. Now for me personally, I was actually pretty stoked about going into this movie. The trailers I found to be absolutely hilarious, and it made me really convince myself that, hey, these minions can actually probably carry their own movie. After watching this movie, I realized something very important. I'd say about 90% of this movie's humor was given away in the trailers, which honestly really disappointed me. I was hoping to get a lot more laughs in the movie rather than just from what I saw in the trailers, because other than that, nothing new in terms of humor really surprised me. In all honesty, I kind of have to blame the marketing for that. As far as the story was concerned, it seemed to go by very quick. Don't get me wrong, I thought it had all the right components for a good hour-and-a-half long movie, but even for that time, it felt like more of an hour-long movie, and it almost felt like it was just trying to get through it so quickly. And because the movie really does go by so quickly, there's very little time to even have character development. Sure, they try to set up their three main characters as best as they can, but by like the middle, even towards the end of the movie, you kind of forget who they are as a character and their motivations behind who they are. I will say if this movie does get a plus for anything, it's some of its voice casting. Sandra Bullock as Scarlet Overkill is probably my favorite character in this entire movie. She brings a great sense of over-the-top fun to this character and makes her very enjoyable to watch. And her comedic timing is so spot on that you just cannot resist. And also Michael Keaton and Allison Janney. Granted, they're not in the movie much, but when they are on screen, they kill it. The two of them both playing dysfunctional parents and a rather dysfunctional family made for one of the most hilarious parts in the entire movie. And a part of the movie that wasn't wasted in the trailers. At least until this week. However, one particular voice casting that I wasn't really thrilled about was Jon Hamm. To me, he just didn't seem to fit the role. It felt as if he was trying so hard to be like zany and over the top that for someone like him, it just didn't work for all the opposite reasons why Sandra Bullock was so good as Scarlet Overkill, if that makes any sense. As for my thoughts overall, I will say this. Even though you're really heavily relying on the humor that you get from the trailers, you still get a kick out of it. And most of the voice performances are just stellar and really lock your attention on the movie. As opposed to the three main characters that try hard to keep your attention, but in reality, they don't always work to their full benefit. Even though the movie is a bit disappointing, I am still going to give this movie a rating of a 6.5 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and also let me know what other movies you want me to review. I'll keep trying to review new movie releases, but if there's also any older movies that y'all want me to review, comment below and let me know.